Hi friends, welcome to my video and welcome to week 2 of Veganuary. We're back to basics this week with a simple garden vegetable soup. And when I think of garden vegetable, it usually has a tomatoey broth, but I didn't have any tomatoes, not canned, not fresh, nothing. So I'm using what I had in my fridge, a bit of potato, carrot, leeks, celery, even the humble cabbage makes an appearance in this soup. And I used very simple seasonings, just 2 different herbs and a bit of salt and pepper. You'll see which ones as I take you through this very simple recipe that I invented completely out of necessity.
I don't understand it, somehow I didn't see. It took me far too long to realize that I take your love for granted.
This is only the second time that I'm making this soup, and I was pretty confident that I could pull off filming it because that's how simple it is. You start off with a large stock pot over medium-high heat with a bit of oil, and then to that add the celery and carrots. You want to start off with the ingredients that take the longest to cook. I'm also adding a bit of minced garlic, some black pepper, and a bit of salt. Then cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally, still working over medium-high heat.
I wish I realized we weren't.
A couple minutes later, you can go ahead and add the cabbage and leeks. Stir everything to combine and continue cooking for a couple more minutes.
I don't understand it, somehow I didn't see. It took me far too long to.
We are adding 2 herbs, thyme and rosemary. Not too much of either, just a little bit of each, as well as some vegan soup base. I'm stirring to make sure that everything is thoroughly incorporated. And then the last ingredient that I'm going to add before we add the water and cover this up is a bit of sliced potato, just 1 small potato. Sliced in rounds, kind of thin, just so that it cooks nicely and alongside everything else.
Maybe you should come back, we could try again.
Now I'm adding a bit of hot water recently boiled from my kettle, just enough to cover the vegetables and maybe a touch more. I'm going to say here that although I added the veggies in stages, if you were in a rush and wanted to get this done, I'm pretty sure you could add everything from the get-go and that would be okay. So at this point, you want to cover everything up, bring it up to a boil, then turn it down to low and allow it to continue simmering away for about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, this is what we have. The smell is really delicious. The vegetables have cooked down nicely. We can still adjust the seasoning, a bit of salt and pepper if necessary, but otherwise, this soup is done. I am checking the potato to see that I can just break it up with my spoon along the side of the pot, and once I can do that, I'm pretty sure that everything is thoroughly cooked. All that's left to do is transfer it to a bowl, add, a touch of garnish if you want. I've added a bit of parsley. That, of course, is completely optional. Now, the smell of this soup is divine, and honestly, I think it's nice to have a soup that doesn't have a tomato base. I don't know, for me, garden vegetable is just synonymous with tomato broth, but it doesn't have to be. Here I am eating it with some bread that I baked myself. Yeah, I've gotten into the quarantine baking a little bit, and this was my lunch. It was really yummy. I hope you give it a try, and if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Okay? Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you back here next week for week 3 of Veganuary, another very delicious vegan recipe coming your way. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.